Hello and welcome to yet another Cocricot building video where I will be adding on to this lovely little set of buildings I have here. So a lot of you guys have been wanting to see more of this series, which is super exciting because I love these buildings so far and I've been really having fun reading through all of your comments with all of your brilliant ideas. There are a few things that I want to mention before we start, and one of those things is I have added a new mod, which I'm super excited about. This mod is one that I've been keeping my eye on for a while. A few of you guys have commented about it in my past Cocricot videos, and that mod in question is Miniaturia. I've been watching a few YouTubers that have also been building with this mod, and it's, oh my god, it's so perfect, and it's like beautiful with Cocricot because they just go so well together. I have to show you guys. So, you know, Cocricot basically already gives you all these amazing items, decor items, new blocks. I was like the most excited about all of these new blocks to build with. So same thing with Miniaturia, but also we get more decoration items. So as you can see, I'm on page 5 of 6. Cocricot only takes up these 2 pages because Miniaturia has a lot of stuff. Here we are. We have wood, stone, cobblestone, nature. We have brick. We have plaster wall, which is, oh my god, so many things. Timber wall, materials, shop facades. We have roofing. We have awnings, which, oh my god, so many to choose from. Plants and planters, exterior decor, fences, windows, doors, stairs, closet. You get the point. You get the point. There's a lot. So Miniaturia also needs a resource pack. It requires a resource pack, and there are some issues with that because Cocricot also needs a resource pack to run, so they weren't made to be paired together, and there are some issues. I've had some issues with the Miniaturia textures specifically because of the Cocricot texture pack, but it's not anything that like makes it unplayable, which I'm completely fine with. But let me just show you. So here's the 2 resource packs. I put the Cocricot one on top. If the Miniaturia one is on top of the Cocricot resource pack, it doesn't necessarily work as great. Some textures are messed up, but yes. Also, look, I have the Fat Cat resource pack. I recommend that. It's beautiful. I did a TikTok on it. Anyways, oh my god, that's so cute. Look how cute it is. The detail's amazing. I'm gonna go crazy over this mod. The freaking mailboxes. It says post on it. I love this. I haven't even fully looked through everything. Oh my god. This would have been super nice for my gingerbread house. Anyways, this was a must. This was a must, okay? You can see already why I had to do this. I was watching a few YouTubers use Miniaturia alongside Cocricot, and those two are Kalidi and Blisschen, and they also have absolutely amazing builds, so you should check out their channels. I can link them in the description. I feel like there's a lot more possibilities now that I've opened up for me. Let's move on. Now, the next thing I want to get to, because I had a few things I want to mention, is this sidewalk right behind me. This little sidewalk that I had made. I have an issue with it. I did want to redo it. I want to redo the sidewalk. I want to redo it. I finally made a good reference board of a lot of Parisian city architecture and just layouts of cities. There's a lot less grassy patches in the images that I use for reference. Now, I think that looks better. Anyways, so I'm thinking of changing the sidewalk. I'm gonna bring it all the way up to the buildings, make it feel more like a city, and I can add some tree spots in between the sidewalk and the road, which the road is what I want to talk about next. We need this place to be drivable because I saw Miniaturia has, where is it? Transport? Cars in Minecraft. There's a very specific way you need to build it, and I'm sure you'll see that soon. Well, let's get started on this. This is kind of gonna be a lot, but I'm excited to start this. So I started off by filling in all of the grassy patches, like I mentioned, and honestly, I think it was a really good call. and it definitely helped make the final build look a lot closer to my inspiration photos. After that, I extended the sidewalk by quite a bit, making sure to leave enough room for walkability as well as other decorative items, because I do plan on making shops that have like tables and chairs, and I want to do benches as well as having the street lights across from the shops. Then I moved on to adding the road, and I had originally thought of having it be inset by 1 block, so it would be 1 block lower than the sidewalk, but I ended up changing my mind and decided to keep it level with the sidewalk because it was kind of too much of a dramatic transition. So instead, since I still wanted to break up the two, I added some stairs outlining the street, and I think that ended up kind of giving the look that I was going for. When I was finished with that, I went on to add a crosswalk as well as some stoplights. The Miniaturia mod has these amazing stoplights. There's a few colors of them, so you have some variety. But after having a break and sleeping on it, I took a look the next day and I realized that I hated it. I didn't like it. I feel like the sidewalk and the street were too wide and it made everything look really unbalanced, especially because the buildings are super tall and I really wanted that to be like the focal point, and having this massive street, which admittedly I wanted to make sure there was enough space for cars and other means of transportation, but like it was just too much. It looked just too big. So I went back in and I adjusted the width of both the street and the sidewalk. And I ended up replacing the stoplights with streetlights, which I'm a little sad about, but I think it was a really great improvement overall from how it looked before. I even added the sewage grates, which I think actually might be one of my favorite parts of this. I even put water underneath them and mossy blocks. I think that added a lot more realism, and I used this kind of trapdoor block. I think it was Miniaturia, and it just looks perfect. And that's the road and the sidewalk finished. Now it's time to start on the main project of this video. After reading through all of your great ideas from my previous Cocricot video, I saw this comment by the user Robbie the Rat, which says, really cool of, rather than a grocery store, you did kind of an outdoor farmer's market sort of thing. It adds some variety in doing vendors rather than a whole building while still matching the kind of vibe you have going. Love this map so far. Your building skills are super impressive and your utilization of the mod is super fun to watch. Thank you so much, Robbie. So I read this comment and it was really inspiring, and I loved the idea of having the market vendors. Like they said, adds more variety, which is super great for a city build like this. And after looking through the Miniaturia mod and all the blocks and stuff, I was just like, I knew what I was gonna do. I had a vision. So thank you so much, Robbie the Rat, for the brilliant idea. I've been really enjoying reading through all of your guys' ideas, and I'll definitely be keeping an eye on them and keeping them in mind for my future videos, because you guys have just the most amazing ideas. So I started to plan the layout with some red wool, which ended up paying off a lot more than I had thought, because I could actually tweak and edit it as much as I needed to without having to, move entire things that I had put time and effort into building. So I guess planning really does help. Who would have thought, guys? I know I mentioned that I wanted to add cars and other transportation to this city build, but I also wanted it to be accessible walkability wise, not only because that's what I'd want in real life, as I'm sure a lot of people would, but also because this is a Minecraft map. And if I ever do release it to the public, which I think would be really awesome, I want the players to be able to walk around and enjoy the scenery without feeling like it's a pain, I don't want it to be exhausting to explore or overwhelming, so I'm trying to make it as easy to navigate around as possible. Also, the cars don't actually work, so I made sure to add some trees to the area as well as plenty of other greenery to really make it feel more of like a park area, kind of give it a break from the big cold gray buildings, having a little nice bit of nature. And I also added a fence, which at the end you'll see me extend it all the way around the marketplace, but I thought that would give a nice clear entrance and exit. After adding the trees and the greenery, I went on to completely replace the sidewalk with a different block. I wanted to break it up between the sidewalk and the market area while also keeping it that same brick texture. So I just used a slightly warmer brick color, which I think looks really nice. I actually really like this. So throughout this video, you'll see me tweak a lot of the greenery, and it's because there's a lot to choose from and it's hard for me to decide on one thing. But I moved the trees over to this more green patchy area, which I really like, and it actually gave more room for the market stalls as well as the fence that I end up adding. As I'm building and decorating, you will see me use this hammer tool, and it is from the Miniaturia mod, and as you can see, it can change the block type depending on the category that it's in, and also change the position of the block for certain items like signs and stuff. And it's been like really helpful to have that tool. I really appreciate it, honestly. It's nice to be able to just quickly scroll through a few items, like the plants especially, because sometimes it's very taxing having to go through my inventory, grab the ones that look interesting, place them, and then make the decision. So I appreciate that very much. I used that a lot during this video. It's especially helpful in the decorating process with all the furniture items. I will mention though, it only scrolls through the Miniaturia items since it is specifically from that mod, so you can't use that on any of the Cocricot items. Here I am placing the fencing around the marketplace. I added an entry point on the other side of the build to make it more accessible. And I added these hanging lights, which honestly I think are so cute, and they're actually the same lights that I use as the street lights. And then I went right into adding the market stalls. And I'd like to talk about the process with these, especially because with Miniaturia and Cocricot together, it immediately gave me so many things to work with, which was awesome. So I started off with this little vegetable stand. I love these crates with the different kinds of veggies and stuff in them. It is so cute. I love it so much. And it was absolutely perfect for this, which I just love it. There's also a little salad bowl that I added to the counter, which I love it so much. For the awnings, I decided to go with the scalloped edge, which I know can be used in a different way with the angled awnings, but I used it this way. I felt like it kind of just worked the best and wasn't too distracting from all the other stuff going on. And I also added this super cute little sign, and as you can see, I used the hammer to, change the placement of it, which is just, it's so handy. Like I said, it's just so handy. And the next stall I decided to make is the fish market to fish stall. Whatever it is, it was one of my favorites because I don't know, I just think it's so cute. I gave it this kind of like distressed wood plank base, which just, I don't know, I feel like it looks very like seaside, you're getting some sardines and some salmon for dinner. I don't know, I think it's so cute. And I also use these like wooden banisters. I didn't do this on every stall, but I did it specifically on this one, and I think it looks so cute. But yeah, I really like this one, honestly. I think this one and another one that you'll see a lot later are definitely my top twos. And then all of a sudden, I don't know if you were hearing this whole video, but there has been a bat squeaking the whole time I've been building, and I could not for the life of me find where it was until I realized that it was probably below me because of me redoing the sidewalk so many times. So I freed that guy. He is free now. He's now a resident of our town. I don't know what to name him. He's probably going to despawn, so maybe I shouldn't get too attached to him, but yes, let's move on. I placed a bunch of these stacked bags around the fish stalls because I just picture a lot of oysters and clams being stored in it. And I also hung these sausage links. They're actually sausage links, but to me it looks like it could be some sort of crustacean. I don't eat seafood that much, but anyways, I moved on to the fruit stand, which kind of the same thing as the vegetable one. I made sure to use the actual fruit crates. I also made sure to space it far enough away from the vegetable stand because I feel like they look a little similar with all the colors going on. But I gave this one a green and white striped awning, which I love these awnings. They're so cute. Miniaturia and Cocricot has them each, and so there's a lot to choose from. I also remembered that people probably want to sit when they're selling stuff at a market all day, so I gave everyone chairs. And I also skipped the stall in between the fruit and the fish, and we'll get right to that one next. I also placed a bunch of barrels, all the stuff you'll need. I wanted to go for a more lighter, like light white wood color for the stand so that it matched the crates on the fruit as well. And next we moved on to another stand I really like, which is the library book stand. I wanted to do stuff that weren't just food. So people have this variety of things to choose from, and so I thought, hey, people like reading. I don't know, I just thought it'd be really cute to have like a little library to, you know, get maybe like used books. And I also wanted to say, yes, there is oysters touching the bookshelf. In real life that would be absolutely disgusting. But it's a video game, so we're gonna just let it slide, all right, please. Now this next one, this is my favorite stall that I've made, and technically it isn't a stall. I don't know what, you know, is in the confines of what a stall is, but this is a little cart. It has wheels. Don't look too closely at it because it will look less and less like a cart if you do. But this is a little flower stall, and I wanted to do something really cute with lots of the plants because, oh my god, so many more plants now that I'm Miniaturia, and there are just some beautiful flowers in this, and I really wanted to show them off here. Have a really nice pop of like all these colors. So yeah, this is just, it's so cute. I love it. And I put the little hanging sign, which is the same as the vegetable one, but since they're far enough away, I let it slide there. But yeah, I just think this looks so cute. It's so cute. It is so pretty. Oh my god. Something I did want to mention is I imagine all of these market stalls are attached to these larger businesses that reside in the town that I'm building. So I had mentioned in my previous video that I wanted to build a flower shop or a plant shop in one of the buildings that I've already made. So I pictured this stall belonging to that shop, and this is just another means of them to sell their products, as well as a few of these other things. You know, I kind of want to just do like bigger expansions on just what we have here in the marketplace. And I haven't said anything about this stall yet, but this is an antique shop. I had all of these kind of eclectic items that I had put together that I really wanted to use, and I didn't want to use them just for decorating, so I put them towards doing this little antique shop, and I really like how this one turns out. This one is hard to pick a favorite because honestly, using this mod makes everything look really good. But also, I would love to hear which stall is your guys' favorite and like what the reason is. If like, you know, you like collecting antiques or you have a garden or just something really interesting like that, like comment down below. I wanna know. The next stall that I made, how many times am I gonna say stall in this video? Oh my god, stall in marketplace. Oof, please don't count it. But the next stall that I'm making is a little tailor's shop. I didn't have much to go off of for this one, besides the fact that there are clothing racks in Cocricot, as well as these like little mannequin stands that have clothes on them. I just had, you know, a few things to work with on this one, and I wanted to kind of keep doing the like non-food item stands, and I thought this would look really cute right next to the antique shop. So I kind of just went with it. I gave it a very like pastel cutesy look, and I think that is pretty cute. It's pretty cute. Also, I used this stack of towels as kind of like a stack of fabric or clothes, and I'm pretty proud of that. And now on to the final stall in the marketplace, and it is a bakery. I decided to do another food related one on this side, you know, kind of space them out more. And I have so much bread to choose from, which is just perfect for this. Also, when you break this specific block of bread, it sounds like glass. Just wanted to put that out there. Something that made me weirdly excited about the Miniaturia mod is that blocks snap to the like coffee tables that are like a half block high. Love that. And last but not least, I added a cute little sign to this bakery, which is very reminiscent of the little like bread sign they make for Kiki and Kiki's Delivery Service. So it kind of made me a little happy because I'm a Ghibli fan. Now that the stalls are done, I went on to adding all the greenery, and with this I just wanted to make sure that the plants weren't so tall that they were blocking the view, but I did try and add a little bit of height so it looked nice. And then I also added these little fairy lights between the stalls, which I think added just that thing that it needed. I don't know, it's just perfect. And then just doing some finishing touches, and then I went on to the trees. Now, the leaf blocks in Cocricot are, I love them. They're amazing. These were great. I really like how they kind of snap to each other, kind of like a stair block would. It really makes the trees look less chunky because you kind of get that effect with Minecraft trees where they just don't look quite right. And so, you know, and it also made it a lot easier for me as someone who's not super great at making trees. But yeah, loved how those turned out. So added these kind of like hanging leaves to add like a finishing touch to them, make them more natural. Then I just went on to add more greenery to the entrance areas with just like a lot of flowery bushes and all that stuff. And then I extended the sidewalk area on the other side of the marketplace and did basically the same thing. I have a plan of what's going to be across from this side of the marketplace. I don't know if that will be the next video or not. We'll kind of just see how everything goes and what happens. I will also still be keeping in mind your guys' ideas. I like to look back at previous videos and just look through and see if anything inspires me. So I will also be doing that still. I added this really cute little like painting area and a little chess spot. You know, kind of, you see that in like movies that take place in like New York and stuff. So I was like, why not? You know, benches, trash cans, all that good stuff. And then that is everything. It's done. Oh my God. I felt like this took weirdly longer than the buildings that I'd made, which is kind of funny, but also this had kind of less of a formula than the buildings did. But I love how it turned out. I'm so excited to see how it looks with more buildings surrounding it. And yeah. Again, tell me what you think in the comments. Tell me which stall is your favorite. Mine, again, personally, is the flower stall and the fish stall. I think those are really cute. I'm really happy with this. Also, I tried a different way of editing this video. It took a lot longer than I was expecting, so I'm still trying to find the sweet spot of something that looks good and is also a little bit easier to edit than this, because I did have a lot of footage to go through. But yeah, tell me what you think. Everything, all of it, everything. You know. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!